Have you ever seen a computer just take over filling out a form or clicking through a website all by itself, and you thought, whoa, is that magic? Well, I'm here to tell you it's not magic at all. It's just simple, repeatable logic. And today, we're going to pull back that curtain and show you the secret that turns your everyday clicks into powerful code. So here's the game plan. We're going to start with the simple recipe for any automated task. Then we'll break down the two most important steps: how to find something on a page, and then how to do something with it. After that, and this is the cool part, we'll see a side-by-side of how human actions translate directly into code, and we'll wrap it all up with the one big idea you really need to remember. All right, let's get right into it. Believe it or not, every single web automation task out there, I don't care how complicated it looks, it's all built on a super simple 3-step recipe. And here it is: identify, act, and validate. It's that simple. First, you tell the computer, hey, find this thing, like a username box. Second, you tell it, now do this to it, like type my name in there. And that last part, validate, is just checking to make sure it all went according to plan. But really, the engine that drives all of this is that find something, do something loop. That's the core of it. So let's break down that first step, because it's absolutely crucial: finding the element. I mean, think about it. Before a machine can click a button, it has to know where that button is, right? This is all about teaching the computer how to see a web page and giving it a very specific target. The way we do this is with something called a locator. And honestly, the best way to think about a locator is just like a street address for a house. You can't mail a letter without an address, and your automation script can't do anything without a locator to find that button or text box. It's its unique address on the page. And just like a real address might have a street name, a house number, and a zip code, web elements have different kinds of locators we can use to find them. Some of the most common and reliable ones are things like an element's unique ID, its name, or its class. Okay, now I know this looks like a line of code, and it is, but don't get hung up on the syntax. Let's just translate it into plain English. All this line is saying is, hey computer, go find the element on the page that has the ID of username. Once you've found it, just hold on to it, and we'll call it username for later. See? That's it. Nothing scary there. All right, so we did it. We gave our computer an address, and it found our target, that username box. So what's the next logical step? Well, we've got to tell it what to do now that it's there. And this command, it's even easier to translate. We're talking to that username element we just found, and that command, sendKeys, it literally just means type these keys. So the whole instruction is just, hey, that username box you're holding onto, go ahead and type the word admin right into it. And of course, it's not just about typing. Once we've found our element, we can give it all sorts of simple commands. If we'd found a login button instead, we could just as easily have told it to .click it. It's always the same pattern. You find it, then you act on it. Okay, this is where it all comes together. This is the big aha moment. We've seen the individual pieces, the finding and the acting. Now let's put it all together and see exactly how a normal manual logging process gets translated step for step into code. Just look at this. It's a perfect one-to-one translation. On the left, you have what you would do as a person. Step 1, open the browser. And on the right, boom, that's the line of code that does exactly that. Now check out step 3, enter username. It's those 2 lines of code we just went over, one to find the box, one to type in it. It is exactly the same for the password and for clicking the login button. Every single thing you do with your mouse and keyboard has a direct, literal translation into code. So what have we really learned here? We've basically just decoded the entire process. What might look like a super complex, intimidating script is really just a bunch of these very simple find this, do that instructions stacked right on top of each other. And that really is the core takeaway. It all comes down to this powerful little cycle. You find an element using its unique address. You act on it, either by clicking or typing. And then you just repeat. You keep doing that over and over until the entire job is done. This find, act, repeat loop is the secret sauce behind all web automation. So once you really get that simple loop, you start to see the possibilities everywhere. Which leaves me with a final question for you to think about. Now that you know this secret, now that you know you can teach a computer to do almost anything on a website, what's the first boring, repetitive task you would teach it to do for you?